Hi there, good evening everyone. I want to welcome you all here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show, a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. So now on Thursday nights, I am doing ranking the songs off of an album. I've chosen Cheap Trick's Heaven Tonight, their third studio album, released back in 1978, as the topic for tonight. So on this album are 10 songs, and I've ranked them according to how I like them, and I'm going to give you them in reverse order. So from my least favorite to my most favorite, my worst to first, or 10th to first, or whatever you want to call it. Just keep in mind that these are just my feelings about the songs on the album. Doesn't mean that they're the definitive way you should look at this. You should look at this however you feel you like them. So we're going to start with the number 10 track, which is the way I like to do it. Start from the bottom and work your way up. How are you? So that's the last track on the album, and actually, coincidentally, it's my least favorite. It's the only track on the album that I've never really kind of warmed up to. To me, it's almost forgettable. I listen to this album so much, I still know how it goes, but it almost feels like it's a forgettable song. It's the only one on the album I feel that way about, so it has to go at the bottom. Next up is the title track, Heaven Tonight. It's a good song, but it's slow, kind of very similar to How Are You, except for maybe a little bit more up tempo. It's a little more memorable. Not a bad track by any stretch, but definitely one of the weaker songs on the album. Next up is On the Radio. I hear you on the radio. Yeah, this is more like what I like Cheap Trick to sound like. So it kind of starts with this song. It's got that 50-ish flavor to it. Most of the tracks on this album do, but this one maybe weaker of those type of songs, so that's why I'm placing it here in the 8th spot. Next up is the number 7 song, High Roller. Kind of not too dissimilar from on the radio. It's got that same kind of inflection, that same kind of feel to it. But I think it's a better song. The lyrics are better. I think his vocals are better on this. It's definitely got a little bit of that 50-ish flavor to it, but it's not overwhelmed with it. Okay, number 6 is California Man. This is the first really good song on the album, to my way of thinking. I'm a California man. That's definitely got the Cheap Trick sound to it. It's a little bit more bitey. I think Robin Sanders' voice is really more frontal on this than some of the other tracks. And it's got a little bit more of a speed feel to it that I think Cheap Trick kind of has in their music. Next up in number 5 is On Top of the World. This one's a little bit heavier than California Man, and I think that's probably the reason why I like it a little bit more. A little bit more bitey, a little bit more power pop to it than California Man. I think that's why I put it up here in the 5th spot. In the 4th spot, we go to Taking Me Back. So this one's a little bit slower than the previous 2 tracks. It's got a little bit of more of an emotional fling to it, and the lyrics are good. It tells a little bit of a story. I don't really think of Cheap Trick as storytellers, but it talks about the kind of emotions you go through when you're young and that kind of stuff. I kind of like it for that reason, so I put it in 4th spot. So the final 3 tracks on here are a notch above the rest. Some of those tracks are quite good, but these 3 have always been top 3 for me. They kind of rotate around a bit sometimes, but currently the big song on the album, Surrender, which is the one that did quite well on their Live at Budokan album, is number 3 here for me. I actually won a karaoke contest singing this song once. I don't know why. I guess I didn't have much competition, but I did. So Surrender is kind of the first of the power pops here, like the serious power pop. So this is heavy pace, power, very poppy, but the lyrics are good. Again, telling a little bit more of a story about stuff going on, but in a kind of humorous way. So that's my number 3. Number 2 is Stiff Competition. Very similar to Surrender. A lot of the same elements here. This one a little bit more faster pace, a little bit heavier, I think. More of a power pop song. Definitely a great song. At times, this has been my favorite on the album. And then the number 1 song is going to be A Vida Zé. Just a heavy for this album. It's a heavy track, probably the heaviest on the album. It bites along. The vocals are good. The whole thing is just it can't really take it seriously, but it's such a good song. I love it. It's been one of my favorite Cheap Trick songs, if not my favorite Cheap Trick song for many years. So A Vida Zé finished number 1. So I'll give them to you all from top to bottom again, this way with the reverse order from top to bottom. So A Vida Zé number 1, number 2 Stiff Competition, number 3 Surrender, number 4 Taking It Back, number 5 On Top of the World, number 6 California Man, number 7 High Roller, number 8 On the Radio, number 9 Heaven Tonight, and last and least is How Are You? So that's my take on Cheap Trick's Heaven Tonight album. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. If you want, you can leave your own list of how you would rank them in the ranking below. I'd be interested to see if people see it the same way, or maybe they see things completely different. If you want to talk about something else about Cheap Trick, you can do that. And I hope you've enjoyed it, so please hit the like and subscribe, and we will see you next week for another episode of ranking the songs on an album. Take care. Have yourself a good night. Goodbye from Prog Monster.